So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
I just don't know what was on his mind there.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. Kubo. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Park Ji-sung. And he's picked out the run. Shot could... Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Thuram. This looks promising. Oh no, this does not look... Big chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yamal, well read, and the danger is averted. Khan with the clearance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Nicely weighted ball. He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Danger averted for now. And that's definitely not his best. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Marquinhos cuts it out. Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he get onto this? And he's there to belt it away. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Pedri. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He has found a way through. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tonali, not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Jordan Henderson produces the perfect tackle there. And he's being shifted off it. Neither side giving way, it has been tight.
He'd be disappointed with that.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Vieira. Pass somewhat off target. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's Lee Kang-in. Pedri. And it's Kubo.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That ball looks a good one. Khan getting this one clear. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Lee Kang-in. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Pato. Pato. And the shots. And a chance! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Driving forward, and he's managed to get free. And claimed it back swiftly. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and the cross comes in.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's a decent clearance. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And that is a little undercooked. It's come to nothing.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was...
Terrific header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
And the pass is intercepted. Lee Kang-in. Bojan Kurkic going face-to-face with his great rival. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Lee Kang-in. And it's Bojan. It's played through for him. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Great ball if he can get there. Chance, surely! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are cruising away. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
A case now of complete control. And he's had a shot! They've done it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And it came up beautifully.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And here's the chance to counter. Grealish, looking to go deep. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That is a crunching tackle. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, that's been intercepted. That's really well cleared. Deftly away. Tries to play it through. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Shapes to shoot! Yes! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And this is Lewandowski. Lofted in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Pele. Pele is on his own. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Makaleli, nicely aimed pass. Mateus providing an outlet on that flank. Well read, nice interception. So that's it, it is all over. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, Bojan Kurkic set a number of goal-scoring records in his youth, and you can still see in him the qualities that made him such a phenomenon at that level.
Adaptability and pace, those are the qualities, Peter. He doesn't have the physique of a traditional striker, so it's all about playing across the front line, switching positions, keeping defenders on their toes.
And he got the best footballing education going when it comes to that sort of play. Howson spots it and intercepts. It's Bebeto. He might be in here. It's Neymar in for the pieces. Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a bit.
Bruno Fernandes! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Inzaghi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? They've scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. De Gea gets rid without sophistication. Bruno Fernandes gets into some space. He's found a way through. Corner number 2 then. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Park Ji-sung. Bruno Fernandes flings in across. Oh, it's come loose.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Looking to play him in. Could try cutting inside here. Ball swung in. It's out for a goal kick. Mateus. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, that's a fine intercept. Big chance! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Park Ji-sung. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Borussia Dortmund are down to 10 men. Oh, that's a waste.
Park Ji-sung will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Bebeto, Neymar, and Mateus. Howson gets it clear. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Park Ji-sung.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's Bebeto. Nicely aimed pass. He's beaten the last man. Bruno Fernandes. Header! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Peru have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's Basho!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Can he get it through? Good ball, good take. Shevchenko! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Howson. Tries to play it through. And he cuts out the supply. Quality ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Bale gets into a good position. Decent chance! Referee's given a throw. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Park Ji-sung. And the ball is out of play. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's neat. He's got away. And across it. Big header! No, not the best of headers. That's gone for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Park Ji-sung. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That's a decent clearance. Peru have the chance to go the other way. He has found the way through. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Now it's Bale. Shevchenko. Marquinhos gets it clear. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. Great vision. And this is Park Ji-sung. Ball comes in. And he's there. Has a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Tonali brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Marquinhos. Park Ji-sung.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Park Ji-sung. Marquinhos. Played out wide. Oh, lovely bit of skill.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Crosses it in here. Bale. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Bale. He's through, now is he in? Can he get on the end of this? Shoots! It's in! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Peru clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a promising position. He is through here. And that should get the job done. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. And we hit half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Park Ji-sung. Peru trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Cambio en Perú. Número 10.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Wriggles his way through. Henderson simply refused to be outdone there. Tonali.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Here comes another cross. And he's taking no chances there.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Lovely bit of skill. Almost an hour gone. That has been cut short. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That ball looks a good one. Now there's a fine ball. Shevchenko! Yes! And they are cruising away. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Begley. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That pass isn't the best. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Azar. Rodri. And it's Kimmich. Can he get it through? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Great vision. And he's worked it through. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Tonali. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Lee Kang-in. Bellingham.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Bellingham. Pass is just off target. Oh, he's caught him, in or out. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This to go one up. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Kimmich.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham. And the pass is intercepted. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared without hesitation. Out towards the flank. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Park Ji-sung delivered across. And that has been cleared. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Khan claims it without any fuss. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, this is a very good run. Nice control. Lee Kang-in. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that's gone loose. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's neat. Lee Kang-in. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's... Can he finish? In for the pieces! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Dumfries. Henderson goes steaming forward. Now it's Tonali. Crosses it in. Guardiol with the clearance. That's very neat. Well read. And the danger is averted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Throw it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kimmich. Rodri. Bellingham. Now it's Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Dumfries looking to get on the end of this. That's a little off target. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Bellingham. Bruno Fernandes. Good ball, good take. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Driving forward, Bruno Fernandes. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lee Kang-in. Oh, that's a key interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's an imaginative pass. Park Ji-sung. Played in by Park Ji-sung. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rodri. Dumfries. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Look at the space here. Pings in across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, that is one way to stop him. Park Ji-sung. Oh, some tackle that. Played into space. And he was alert to it. Khan gets it away. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bellingham. And it's Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Foot in. Rodri. Nicely spread. Messi gets into a good position. Thinks about the shot. Cross. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
En el Barcelona. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 22 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, Bojan Krikic, el dorsal 21.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. There will be a throw-in. Bojan. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20 será sustituido
Tonali.
por el dorsal 11.
Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He is through here. Grealish with the cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Guardiola. Hernandez. He's found a way through. Neymar. Howson clears it away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Rice has given away a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken. Marquinhos. And here's Grealish, showing good feet.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Good ball over the top. And it's made its way to him. Lovely feet. He's found some... It's Neymar! Goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Hernandez has got the run. Lewandowski! Yamal. And that's it. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
It's played through for him. And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski, he's got tall. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that was vital. Roberto Carlos. So what can they make of this? Jordan Henderson. That's Park Ji-sung. Hops for safety. Mbappe. Granada do have a chance to counter here. Rijkaard. Played out wide. Park Ji-sung. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Distributed tidily. Park Ji-sung climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Granada are looking to go forward now. And it's Serginho. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's had it nicked away. Park Ji-sung! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. No goals as yet. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's a key interception. Plays the return pass. Vieira, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Jordan Henderson. Serginho. Great vision. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's having a shot! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Eric Garcia promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Mbappe. Pele can see things, others... Scores! Off the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah. It's Lewandowski! Ball comes in.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
It's Park Ji-sung. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. Vieira. Pele. Scholes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe receives it in a foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Roberto Carlos is standing over this one. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Roberto Carlos! That was travelling. And the pass is intercepted. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Oh, well played, well sorted out. There's the crossfield ball. Park Ji-sung. Looking to play him in. Now here's the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And he cuts out the supply. And he's intervened well there. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Vieira. Can he spark a counter here? This looks promising. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Lewandowski is flagged offside. Looking for options for movement. Bruno Fernandes delivers. Rijkaard clears it away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Pele. Scholes. Davids. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Pelé. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He can get that clear. Now that looks a decent ball. Aimed in towards the centre. It's going to be another throw.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And he's taking no chances there. Nice bit of trickery. He's in a great position here. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Park Ji-sung. Cross goes in there. Puyol deals with that comfortably.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked out the run. And this is Scholes. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And here's Lewandowski. Serginho. Cross flung in towards the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Pelé. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Lewandowski. He's looking wide. That's very neat. Bellingham. In towards the back stick.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Out towards the flank. Foot in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
No, that's been intercepted. 90 minutes gone and nothing to show. And that's that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, we're on the way. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Lee Kang-in. Could go all the way here. Lee Kang-in tries a cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. That is lovely. And the shot's on here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nicely aimed pass.
I think in Puskás we have someone who you can call the world's first international sports star. He was a man so prolific that he almost scored for fun. He even has an award named after him for the outstanding goal of that year, scored across world football.
And he was the very epitome of an out-and-out goal scorer. Those that follow England will well recall him as the architect of Hungary's famous 6-3 win against them.
Such a quick-witted player, Peter, as well, who could tie the best defenders in knots, and we can't forget about his wonderful left foot.
Puskás. Puskás. Oh, that's neat. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Puskás. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Lopez. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Fermin is offering a right smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Yamal with the short one. And here's Yamal. He's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And here's Lewandowski. Gives it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
That is ended up in no man's land. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Howson with the slide tackle there. Bruno Fernandes, very much a player of the moment. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And that could set him on his way. Yamal cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Henderson wins the duel this time. That is good strength. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but...
Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Puskás, he is onto this. He rises! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Big header! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Looking for options for movement. Showing good feet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Serginho. Tonali. That looks a good cross.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Cross to the back post. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. And it's half-time here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Podrá ser expulsada del estadio. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15, Ibrahimovic, será reemplazado por el dorsal 4.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and...
Off he goes! Oh, he's hit the bar! Lee Kang-in. Tonali. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Yamal.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Lamine Yamal probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And that has put paid to that. Yamal pops him off it and wins back the ball. Great vision. Great ball. Just the goalkeeper to goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, that's fabulous. Hangs in a cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.628
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, they can break here. Henderson does really well to win the ball there. And here's Lewandowski, picked out brilliantly. Schlotterbeck did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Cambio de jugadores.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's well spotted. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Inzaghi. And here's Lewandowski. He's beaten the... It's Inzaghi! He scores! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. He is through here. Oh, sweet feet. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That is good alertness.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. And that's gone loose. Lee Kang-in. And that is a little undercooked. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Roberto Carlos. Under an awful lot of pressure. And he's there to get it away. Now, what about a counter-attack? Conte. Puskas. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was...
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. What a moment of brilliance. And perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Howson cuts it out. Roberto Carlos. Nicely spread. That's very neat. Bojan. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Ford shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that
Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, taken with style. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And time is up. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so.
And he's had a hit! Roberto Carlos gets it away. Pull it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. The muscular approach does pay off here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, what has happened here? Eric Garcia. Nicely worked.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Grealish tries making a foray down the right. Elects to cross. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tonali. Oh, that's nice. Park Ji-sung. He's making a real surge on the left. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. Right card! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And that's put paid to a promising move. He can run onto that. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he welcomes it in. Real chance! In he goes again! Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Malaga upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. That is lovely. Now it's Yamal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Grealish, looking to be a menace in the final third. Played into space out wide. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, that pass isn't the best. Yamal. Zanetti. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Pele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Yamal. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's not an especially good pass, that. Park Ji-sung. Oh, that's delightful. He has a look up. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got away. Tonali. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? Oh, and he shoots! That's a decent clearance. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the first half is done. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Pele. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
In it comes. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Grealish. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Barcelona have their third corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Khan. It's Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Grealish. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Terrific header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Good ball over the top. And this is Ronaldo. Pull it. A heavy challenge.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to...
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Malaga can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fired deep toward... Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21 será reemplazado por el dorsal 9, Bojan Krikic.
Sends it crossfield. Park Ji-sung chasing after it. Howson is the team's great visionary. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14 será sustituido por el dorsal 4.
That is a more than decent save from the goalkeeper.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 20 será reemplazado por el dorsal 15.
So there's going to be another change here. Cleared away. Barcelona has the chance to go the other way. Rijkaard. And he plays one through. Chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Ball on the spot. Can he? And they've turned it round. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Malaga get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
So their fourth corner of the game. here. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a... And a chance! He's got a goal! And again they hit the front. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Malaga go into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bellingham. Well, this is Lewandowski. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can... Big chance! And yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Messi.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
He's on it. Can he get away? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The message is simple, defend this with your lives. Up he goes! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think...